right, here we go. So we're starting at the very, very back of our mats. We're going to take a nice big inhale up and exhale, round down. More weight on the toes than your heels. From your core, pull yourself up, tucking your tail. And we'll do that again. Sweep those arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Peeling, taking your time. Belly scooping deeper as we go down. And peel yourself up. Tuck that tail. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Now, if you cannot touch your mat, bend your knees. And we're going to walk out to a plank in 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Squeeze into those armpits. Squeeze those thighs together. Hold. Pike your seat up without moving your hips. Walk back. 3, 2, 1. Peel yourself up. Inhaling up. Dive in a pool of water. More weight on the toes than the heels. Walk it out for 3, 2, 1. Lower to your knees. I'm going to raise my heels. I'm still in my Pilates stance with my feet. I'm going to lower down for 2 and back up for 2. And I inhale forward and down. Exhale up. Shaving off the rib cage with the side of the arms. And give me one more. Inhale and exhale. Feet back down. Pike up. Walk back for 3, 2, 1. Now stay here. Raise your heels. Put them down. Raise your heels. Put them down. Raise your heels and walk out. 3, 2, 1. I lower to my knees. Raise my feet. And I lower down for 2 and press up for 2. I inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. One more. Legs long. Pike up your seat. And walk it back for 3, 2, 1. Pull yourself all the way up. As I inhale this time, releve. Now see if you can stay in this releve as you exhale, rounding forward. Walk it out. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to hold right here. No tricep push-ups, just a plank hold for 8, 7. Long beam of steel from head to heel. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lower the knees and stretch back into a child's pose. If you need a release for those wrists, arms go behind you and curl the fingertips to the wrists. Good. Come into a quadruped position onto your hands and knees. And I want you to take that ball. And you're going to place it underneath your right hand. We're going to roll that ball out and pull it back in. Now keep doing that, but as we continue, I want you to start to feel more the abdominals working to pull that ball in. I want you to feel that armpit muscle squeezing to pull that ball in. I'm going to add the opposite leg. It's going to lengthen out behind me and then come back, knee towards nose. Inhaling out, exhaling in. You have to create the work for your core. You can't expect it to just fire on its own. Out and in. I inhale out, exhale in. 2 more, please. Inhale and exhale. Hold it out. Release the breath. Grab onto your ball and hold it out parallel to the floor. So the arm should be in line with your shoulder, your leg in line with your hip. We're going to take the arm away from our center and the leg away from the center. So we're going to take them into a straight line and then bring them back out in front. We'll inhale, exhale. Can you feel that core working overtime to balance you here? Just one more. Inhale, exhale. Come back in. Put the ball between the knees and 2 hands on your mat. Curl the toes under. Press into your ball. Good morning. Press into your ball and lift up off the mat. If this is too much for your shoulders, keep your knees on the mat, but squeeze into that ball. Now we're going to take that ball and going to squeeze into it. 1. Do it again. 2. I want you to feel your core engaging like an ab crunch every time you squeeze the ball. Make sure your shins are parallel, no higher. 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Stretch back. Let's release those wrists real quick. And then we're going to go back out into our quadruped with the ball under our left hand. All right, so we come back up. We're getting warmer, yes? Okay. We're going to roll that ball out for 2, in for 2. Stay with me. We're going to inhale, lengthen, exhale. Feel the core. Feel the back muscles. When you're ready, if you're ready, we'll take the opposite leg and we reach it long. Draw knee towards nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, scoop. Keep those hips in a straight line. Keep your standing hip over that knee. Make sure the neck doesn't feel any strain. The crown of the head is facing straight ahead like that little flashlight. We'll do one more. We inhale out, let go of the breath, grab onto the ball, and lengthen the arm parallel. Maybe you want to just hold this today. I'm going to take both arm and leg away from the center, back in. Take your time. Out for 2, in for 2. Out for 2, in for 2. Last one. Out for 2, and in. Come back into that tabletop. Place that ball once again between your knees. I'm going to do a quick wrist release. I just flip my palms up, and I'm ready to go. Feel free to go onto your forearms if you prefer. Curl those toes under if you're ready. Squeeze into the armpits, squeeze into your ball, squeeze into your core. Scoop the belly and lift. We hold it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now squeeze the ball 8 times. I go 8, 7. Take your time. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Extend one leg back at a time. If you're able, you can always stay where we just were. And squeeze and hold. That ball is tight, which means my core is engaged. Watch that neck. Don't look down. Look towards the top of your mat. And 4, and 3, and 2 to your knees and stretch back. Arms go behind you and curl the fingertips to your wrists. Okay, let's grab onto those weights. The ball will stay between my knees. And I'm sitting back. If that's not cool for you, get into a position where your knees are happy. Drive your elbows behind you. Now when I lift up, I'm going to keep my tail or my seat directly over my heels. So this is how high I'm coming. This is wrong, but if this is where you want to go today, that's fine. But I want to work more my lower body while I work my upper body. So my elbows drive back first. You can stay on your heels. If you're coming up with me, the first thing that happens is you tuck your tail and you pull that belly in. Ready? Go. Tuck and hold. Now my elbows are going to stay in one position, but I'm going to straighten those arms, working those triceps. Keep that bow tight and make sure you're not too high. Unless you need to be, then you go there. Now I'm scooping that belly, keeping that bow tight, letting my inner thighs support the abdominals. And I go for 4, 3, 2, hold it back there, flip the palms up. Little pulses here. Remember, the more you move, the more the belly has to support. 8, don't be cranking in that neck with those shoulders lifting up. 4, 3, come back a little bit more. 2, and 1, and bend back in. So another variation. I'm going to go up and down. So I'll press out, I'll come back down. But you'll notice I'm keeping my seat over my heels. That may be too much for your knees today. So if that's not for you, stay here and continue. Or come to a high kneel. I'm going to do 8 more. 7. Feel those quads saying good morning. Can you feel it? 4, 3, 2, come all the way up. For holding those arms parallel to the floor. Now, right now, I feel my hamstrings and my glutes. Do you? Maybe too much. You're like, woohoo, hamstring cramp. Ah, I just got one of those. Okay, I'm squeezing way too much. Okay, pull it through. Inhale. Exhale, return. Is your belly pulling in and up? Don't stick out your bum. What we're supposed to stick out is the chest. The chest goes through a door frame. Yes. Keep that ball tight. Inner thighs are still engaged. Glutes and hamstrings are helping support. Belly is pulling in and up. How about your neck? No turtling. Inhale. Exhale. Just two more. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it back here. Release the breath. Hold that stretch. Squeeze those blades gently. Now little pulses. Back, 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 back. Here's 8, 7, 6. Keep that bow tighter. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And I'm going to come down to a child's pose. Roll those weights out. Yay. Onto your seat we go. Weights off to the side for a second. Okay. I'm going to take the ball behind my legs. Remember, props. You don't have to use them with certain exercises. That's fine. Your weight should be back where you can reach them. I'm going to start to round my spine, my hands on my shins to give me some support. Relax the shoulders and neck. And I'm going to start to slide my hands further down. Tuck your tail. And here we are. One weight will be in each hand. And they're up over your chest, palms face your thighs. So inhale, I'm going to prepare. On the exhale, I'm going to nod my chin to my chest, and my weights will go towards the mat, parallel to the floor. And then return back home. Now remember, you never have to lift your head in Pilates. Draw that chin to your chest, lower back is heavy. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more, please. We are not dragging that head off the mat. We are nodding that chin to our chest. And we're just lifting to the base of the shoulder blade is left. Hold right here. Now start to bring those legs in towards the chest. The back is nice and heavy. And now we'll tap those toes. And we're going to draw it in for 2. Tap for 2. Slower is better. Arms are not moving. Arms are staying still. Yes. We're reaching those arms parallel to the floor. And they're staying parallel. Yep. And 3. Tap slowly. 2. Hold it in. Release the weights. Reach the arms parallel. I'm going to start to pump my arms. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. Shh. Inhale. I'll tap my toes down. Exhale back in. Shh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you squeeze lemons in those armpits? That back is staying heavy on that mat. You can keep the feet still or moving them. But we're moving slow together. Down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. I shouldn't be down on 3. I should only be tapping on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, 2, 3, 4. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hug it in. If your neck feels strained, look to each side of the mat. Take that ball, underneath your feet. Toes on, grab back onto your weights. So my legs are in parallel, my feet are in parallel, and just my toes are on the ball. And I got a grip of each weight on the mat. I'm going to roll my legs out, my arms will go straight up. I'll bring them back in, my arms go back to the mat. Inhale, straight up, not behind you. Exhale. Next level, on the exhale, I'll nod my chin to my chest. I'll inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, stay with the legs long. Exhale, nod the chin to your chest. and roll up. Woo! Bring it back. Stay inside that canister, melt those shoulders. Now again, I'll keep my head down. I'm going to roll the ball in, arms go long. Back to the first one. Exhale, back out. Keep the legs straight, roll up. Inhale, 2, exhale. Here's my roll up. So did you come up rounded or did you come up flat spine? You should have been like a little rounded position. That's okay. And roll it back. And that's perfectly fine. Stay with the head down, bend your knees in, reach the weights long. Bring the weights back up. Roll up. Use your breath. Bring it back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Roll the ball in, weights go low. Roll the ball out, weights go up. Roll up, eyes to belly, inhale. Exhale. Roll it back. Bring the ball in, weights go low. I'm going to stop right here. So I'm going to take my weights off to the side. I'm going to walk my feet forward so I'm more on top of my ball. Bridges. You know what's going to happen here. So knees are bent, feet on top. Knees are bent, feet on top. Arms reaching long to your side. We're going to tuck our pelvis and bridge up. Woo! Now lower down without cramping your hamstrings. So you've got to make sure you've got lots of glute activation. Tuck your tail. Press the back of those arms down as you lift up and roll it back down, exhaling, lengthening your spine. Roll that ball out. Let the hamstrings feel a nice stretch. Bring the ball back in. Roll up into your bridge. Inhale. Exhale. Roll the ball out. Bring it back in. Bridge up, whether you're on the ball or off the ball. Squeeze your booty. Open up the hips and chest. Roll back down. Lengthen those legs back out. We'll do one more. Bring it back in. Press down into the ball as you lift up the hips. Bring it back down. And roll it out. Stay here and reach the arms behind you and get a lovely stretch. Now listen closely. I'm going to cue right and left. I'm going to slowly, so I can cue, circle the arms out. And you're going to just bring the right knee without the ball and grab onto that shin and pull it towards you. You don't have to have your head up if this is challenging for the neck. Now I'm going to roll that ball in and out. In and out. Now, if you don't think that you need support by holding on to your shin, take the hands behind your head. Yes. Now, as the ball comes back in, that opposite leg is going to press out and then bring it back in and press it out. Drive it back in. You got it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now, that leg that's not on the ball, press it out. Bring it straight up. Bring it back down. Bring it back up. Take it down. Take it up. And 3, 2, 1. Freeze. Grab onto that straight leg. Walk your hands up a step. Keep it there, but put your head down. Woo! Can you feel that hamstring stretch? Lovely, isn't it? Try to breathe through that stretch. I'm going to bend both knees. I'm going to take my right foot onto the ball. Press it all the way out. Hug my left knee in. Grab onto my shin. You can keep the head down or nod the chin to your chest. And I just want the base of your shoulder blade to be touching. Roll the ball in with resistance and roll it out. We don't move fast. We drive it in. We take it out. So even if your head is resting on your mat, when you're driving that knee in, you want to feel that belly working, feel the back of that leg working. If you don't need the support with your hands on your shin, Hands go behind the head. Your back should be heavy on that mat. Now when you're ready, when the ball comes back in, that opposite leg goes out and in. Inhale. Exhale. My hands are not what's holding up my head. My core is. And you have to be up and over that top rib. Up and over it. Eyes to belly. Now next time when that leg goes straight out, it doesn't have the ball, I bring it straight up. It lowers down straight, it lifts up straight. Down, up, down. Roll that ball way out. One more, hold it. Grab onto your straight leg. Roll the ball all the way out. Now walk your hands up a step. Lower your head, keep your hands where they were. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Try to breathe, please. Bend both knees and both feet are on the ball. Grab back onto your weights. Reach the weights towards your ankles. Legs are still in parallel. My toes are on the ball. My heels are raised. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, you can nod the chin to your chest if your neck is feeling no strain. Now I'm going to take my legs out. My arms will go back on my temples. Bring it back in. Out. Inhale. Hold. 2, 3. Exhale. Get your back heavier. Inhale. Hold. 2, 3. 2. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. 2, 3. Let me watch. Make sure that no one's head is flinging back. Those weights are not controlling you. You are controlling the weights. Reach long, pull it in strong. Exhale. Where's your breath? Where's your breath? We inhale as we roll it away. Exhale. Bring it back out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, scoop. Can you give me one more? Inhale, lengthen all the way out. Exhale, bring it in. Hold it right here. So I'm going to keep my arms parallel to the floor. My left leg pushes out. My right leg comes up. Come back in. My right foot pushes out. My left leg comes straight up. And I come back in. And I lift and I come in. I lift. My arms are going to go out. Sweep them out. Bring them back in. Squeeze those armpit muscles. Other leg. Sweep it out. Inhale. Exhale. Watch those shoulders. Don't go too crazy with those weights. Inhale. I want to see long toes, long legs. We are lengthening everything we can, maybe even the eyelashes. Last one. Inhale. Exhale and release. Weights off to the side. Grab the ball at the feet. Knees in towards the chest. Take your arms out like a T. And we're going to float our knees towards the screen. Shoulders stay heavy. Bring it back up from the core. And we'll float our knees away from our screen. Exhaling. One more each side. Move with control. Move with purpose. We're stretching the back. Use your breath. Inhale. And exhale. Arms up. The ball's still between your feet. Yes? My knees are out as wide as my frame. I'm going to nod my chin to my chest. I'm going to grab onto my ball. I'm going to press my legs out. My inner thighs connect. Arms go back. Put the ball back between the feet. Press back out. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Don't lose your ball. I'm not going to get it. Not warm enough for me to swim. And watch how you lift your head. Watch how you lift your head. You nod that chin to your chest. I don't feel any weight. I don't feel any strain to my neck. One more. We're going to grab onto it with our hands and place our feet down in this turned out position and reach the ball behind. Hug those knees in. We're going to place the ball underneath our pelvis so our feet go down on the mat. We'll lift up into a high bridge. If you need to, lift your heels. Get the ball under your pelvis, not the arch of your lower back. Arms reaching long, close to your side. Bring your right leg straight up. Add the left into a Pilates stance. So you're making a V with your feet. Heels turned in, toes turned out. Toes are reaching long. Keep those inner thigh magnets connected. And we're going to do double straight leg lower lift. We're going to go down for 3, 2, 1. Zip up. I don't hang out down there. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, scoop that belly deeper. Lengthen. 1, 2, 3. Lift it up. Down, down, down. You're going to notice, it should happen, when you are at the lowest point, you should feel your glutes kicking in there to support the lower back. So if you've been doing Pilates for a while and you have this muscle memory, it usually can happen all on its own. If you don't have that muscle memory yet, you have to give a little extra squeeze as we're at the bottom and scoop it up. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Zip it up. 1 more and try to stop over your hips, not past them. Now my right leg is going to lower down to parallel. And then all I want you to do is don't move your quad, but bend the knee and let the heel fall to the mat. Slide that heel along your mat till it's close to your body and zip that leg back up. Left leg, straight, 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 straight. Drop the heel, slide it in, lift it up. 1 more. Each leg. Inhale, bend it in, exhale. Now try to make that left leg go a little bit more smooth. Down, slide it in. Now, we're going to play follow the leader with our legs and go into a bicycle. Straight legs, please. My right leg is going to come down. And as it's bending in, my left leg is going to follow it and do exactly what the other one just did. Bring it back up. So as one's going down, the other one starts to go up. And I want you to lengthen both legs as long as you can get them. The belly is scooping to support the spine. You're sliding that heel in. Remember, we lengthened that leg as long as we could. Don't bend it until that leg is as long as it can go and as low as it can go. Can you feel the belly? I like this. This makes my hips happy. I like the lengthening and bending. Now pause. One leg is bent. The leg that's bent, slide it out. The other leg comes straight up. Then the other leg will bend and go straight out. So it's out, up, bend. Out, up, bend. So it's a reverse bicycle. Once you got it, don't think about it because you totally get wigged out. Just keep moving, right? I want to see those feet sliding along your mat. Slide them all the way out. Oh, Jane, all the way out. There, that one went. Now try that one all the way out. Lift from the front of that hip and the belly. Okay. Both legs. Straight up. Woo! I want you to do these tiny little scissors west to east. So we just went north-south. And I'm going real tiny. And I'm going to go slow to start to make sure I got my abs engaged. Right, my legs are lengthening, they're over my hips. Now I'm going to start to pick it up. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. And I have to have my core engaged the whole time I'm moving, whether I'm moving quickly or slowly. Let's do 8 more. 8, and 7, 6, belly in deeper. 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels connect. Bring the knees in. Okay, now keep the core engaged. Keep the pelvis still. I'm going to dip my toes towards the mat, but don't touch the mat. So I'm going to dip them towards it, press them straight out, sweep straight up. Bend your knees. Toes go towards the mat. Now squeeze your booty as you press out. Belly pulls you up. Bend. Dip. Press out. Lift up. Bend. Dip. Press out. Lift up. bend, dip, press out, let's reverse. Lower to 45. Get close to the mat with those toes, draw it way in. Lift straight up, bring it down. Slide the heels in the air, draw the knees in. Up, lower, drive it in. Up, lower, drive it in. One more. This should be like, oh my goodness, for that core. And then legs together, feet come down. Drive through your feet, lift up your seat. Slide that ball out, stay in your bridge. Bring the ball behind you. Stay there with your arms. Take a nice big inhale. And on the exhale, melt your bridge. 5, 4, 3, 2, hug the knees in. The ball is going to go right in front of your quads. Obliques. I'm going to take my left elbow. I'm going to have to lift my head a little bit. Left elbow to the ball. Right elbow on the ball. Hands hooked behind my head. All right, now you're going to twist towards me. And that elbow that's towards me is going to go down. And you're going to press the opposite leg out. Hold that ball still. Come back in. Now you're going to twist away from me. That elbow goes down. And I'll press that leg out. And I come back in. Twist, elbow drops. I'm twisting too. Come back in. Press that leg out. Twist. I'm trying to keep my shoulders off the mat. Come back in the exhale. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, squeeze. Twist and bring it in. Let me watch. How's it going? Are your shoulders just hanging out on that mat? Curl up higher. Squeeze your bum. Your back should be heavy. Show me your best one. Show me your best one. Freeze. Let me see it. Freeze. Everyone face me. Show me. Show me. Let me see your face. Come on. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Back on the ball. Now go away up. Don't let those shoulders go down. Now twist away from me. Show me it. Show me it. I'm looking. So should your hips be like lifted up? Should you be lifted up? No. My hips are square. I'm rotating through my thoracic spine and release. Woo! Take your knees to one side. Take them to the other. Nice. Rock yourself up. Sit on your ball. Right, Marty? I promise the ball will never break. Okay, legs as wide as the mat. Flex your feet, reach the arms nice and long. How are we doing? We're doing okay? Okay. We're not hot anymore. Do we start to cool down? If you start to cool down, that means that you're not working from your core anymore and you're just moving through the motions. Shoulders connected. Now watch. Shoulders away from me. Shoulders connected. Shoulders away, which I don't want you to be in. Shoulders connected. Can you see the difference? I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be here. Now, most of us are leaning back. So I want you to feel this is pushing down towards the ball. Okay? Back of my knees are pressing towards my mat. I've got a crease here at my hips. I'm going to inhale, lengthen my spine. On an exhale, draw your chin to your chest. Pause. Inhale. On an exhale, shoulder blades come off that imaginary wall and your arms go an inch more forward. Pause. So I shouldn't be upright. Count 1, I had my chin to my chest. Second breath, shoulders off. Inhale one more time. On the exhale, go 1 more inch forward. So now I stop coming off my imaginary wall at the middle of my back. My lower back is straight up and down. Round. From your brow line to the crown of your head. Look at me. Round. But I'm not here. Now suck your belly in. Stack up your spine. Feel your belly working, not your back. Exhale, I'm going to peel, and as my fingers go forward, my belly button is shooting back. Ah, feel that stretch. Inhale, zip it up. Let's go. Exhale, round it forward. Inhale, zip it up. Melt your shoulders. Exhale. Inhale up. On the exhale, place the hands down. I'm going to soften my knees. I'm going to slide down my ball until I can lean back and pull my knees in towards my chest. My hands are to the outside of my legs, and I'm grabbing onto my ankles. And I'm leaning back into my ball. I could watch a commercial on TV like this. Now zip your legs up as wide as your frame and melt your shoulders. Now if this is too much for you, bend the knees and place your hands behind your thighs. But try it. Now you are going to use your belly, not momentum, to put the weight more forward. Then I come back. So I scoop that belly. I look straight ahead. I rock back onto my ball, eyes to navel. Zip up from the belly. Make it about the belly. Bring it back. Eyes over a fence. Eyes to belly. This is prepping you for open leg rocker. I lift up. I rock back. Scoop to come up. Good. Legs together. Bend the knees. Take the ball to your bra line. Long hair, lift it up. Lean back on your ball. Lift up your hips. Put them back down. Legs, one fist width apart. Hand over hand behind the head. Elbows are wide. You're going to choose how far you go over. I'm going to take a nice big inhale over my ball. Exhale. Don't use your hands to lift your head. Use the abdominals. So this is a 2-for-1. It's a lovely stretch. And then here's your strength of the abdominals. We'll inhale over. Just let the head rest in those hands. Exhale. Draw back up from the belly. Inhale. Exhale. Slide your right leg straight. Parallel to the floor. Hover it. I'm going to go over my ball. I'm going to lift it straight up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale over. Exhale up. Go over the ball. Bring it up. One more. Bend that knee. As I go over the ball, my left leg is going to lengthen. I exhale, bring it straight up. Pause. Inhale. Now, I want to cue something here just in case you weren't remembering this, but that inner thigh of your right leg is important. It's got to stay active. Feel like it's pressing in to your center line. So my right leg shouldn't be floating out like this. It should be pressed in. I feel the adductors, inner thighs working. Inhaling over. Exhale. Feel the strength in that core. One more. Inhale. Hold it up. Place that foot down. And I'm going to stretch over. This time, I'm going to let my head drop. Now, if you are a vertigo sufferer, you may not want to do this. I'm going to open my arms out. I'm just going to enjoy this lovely stretch. Front of my body likes that. Retrace your steps. Hands behind the head. Nod the chin to your chest. Bring it up. Take your hands behind your thighs and come up. And we're going to flip over onto our stomachs. So if you'd rather just do a traditional swan, you won't use your ball underneath you. I'm going to slide my weights a little further in front of me. And I want you to have the ball top of your sternum. So I'm already into an extension here. Now lower back tightness. If you got extra tightness in your lower back, your legs will be further apart. Okay? All right, so relax the shoulders. I'm going to press through my hands, squeeze my seat, come back down. So I have my arms as wide as my mat. I'm going to press through the heel of my hands and my forearms. If you want, you can just do this, or you can take your forearms off. Retrace your steps and come back down. Press to the heel of your hands. Lengthen. Forearms, head. One more. I'm going to do a different variation in this. I'll lift it up. Squeeze your seat. And then come down. Now I'm going to do it first without my weight. So I'm sort of like draping over my ball. I'm going to take my arms, and I'm going to pull my thumbs back by my armpits. I feel like I'm pulling like that little slingshot. I'm going to pull back. And we're not going to go flying out with that slingshot. I'm going to have my chest parallel. I'm going to press all the way out right in front of me in line with my shoulders. Now think of your pinkies having magnets, and they're going to pull back towards one another. I'm going to come up into an extension, squeeze my blades, reach my arms back out, thumb back to armpit. Release over the ball. Try that one more time. So I'm over my ball. I'm going to come up into a parallel position with my thumbs pulling that slingshot back. Look down at your mat so your neck is in line with your spine. Press out. I'm firing my glutes to help hold me here. Pinkies pull back. I lift my chest higher. I squeeze my blades and my glutes. Sweep the arms back out. Now my head is parallel. Thumb to armpit and release. Okay, now when I grab my weights, I'm going to keep it moving. I'm going to take out the release. I'm going to always come back and stop here. So I grab onto my weights. Here's my slingshot. I pull it back. Press out, inhale. Exhale, lift, reset. Inhale. Exhale, reset. Belly's pulling in. My glutes are firing. Back in. One more. Push it out. Pull it back. And in and release the weights. Stretch back into a child's pose. Take the ball with you so it doesn't float away. And stretch. That was lovely. Give me a nice big inhale here. Open up the rib cage like in an accordion. And exhale, close it back in. And give me one more, please. Inhale. And exhale. I'm going to slide the ball towards my ankles. I'm going to come all the way down for double leg kicks. I'm going to take one weight and hold it horizontal. And the ends are going to rest in each one of my hands. I'm going to look towards my screen. And I'm going to try to have my shoulders and elbows fall to my mat. Squeeze the ball in tighter. Pull the navel away from your mat. Now we're going to do 3 quick little kicks. 1, 2, 3. Reach, long feet go heavy. My weight is pressing towards my heels. My neck is in line with my spine. I'll look away from my screen, bend my elbows, kick my legs. 3, 2, 1. Stretch. And inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, look down, right? Neck in line with your spine. Look away from the screen and kick. 1, 2, 3. Feet go long, squeeze the booty. One more each side. Inhale as you kick. Exhale, lengthen. And one more. Belly button in, hips stay down, hips stay down. So remember, hold right here for a second. Hold this. I don't want this bouncy, bouncy. See the space here? So I should be pressing it into my mat. I kick and I stretched, okay? All right, release the weight. Stretch back into a child's pose. Scoop the belly and round that back. Woo! All right, so I'm going to take my knees a little wider. I'm going to keep that ball tight. I'm going to reach my arms longer. I'm going to use my legs, my arms, and my core and my back to press out into a plank. I want you to hold this here. Now you can either hold this, you can lower to your knees. I'm going to take my right foot, slide the ball up, place it back down. Left foot, so I'm doing like a little passe. My knee turns out, take it back down. Move slower. Right foot. I'm going to exhale with my left foot driving in. Back to my right. You can be in a forearm plank. Do what works for you, but that butt should not be in the air and the hip should not be down towards the mat. Squeeze into your armpits. You go at your own pace. And give me one more. Good. I'm going to lower to my knees. I'm going to come onto my side. And you're going to mirror me. Nope. No, sir.
You don't know how to get a hold of it.
No.
I got the keys and stuff, but I got all that freezer out there.
All right. So we're laying on our side. All right. So you're going to mirror me. Head on this side. Feet on this side. My free hand is pressing into my mat. Okay? Yes? Yes. All right. So I'm going to lift these legs. Up for 2. Down for 2. I got my hips stacked. My bottom rib cage is nice and light. On my free hand, I am pushing it down as I lift up. And I'm going slow. Yes. And lift. Bring it down. If you prefer to be lying all the way down, that's fine as well. Up for 2. Down for 2. Everything on this side of my body is working. Up for 2. Down for 2. I lift it up. Relax those shoulders. Nice and slow. No eject buttons. I want you to hold this one up in little pulses. Up. Relax the shoulders. Relax the neck. And we go for 4, 3, 2. Now hold it up. Take the feet forward. Then put the feet down. Rotate the top kneecap so it faces the ceiling. I'm going to roll it in. Lengthen it out. Belly's going to pull that ball in. I'm going to lengthen it out. I pull it in. I lengthen it out. Let's add on. Pull it in. Lift. Lower. Yep. So when I lifted, I pushed my hand down as opposition. My shoulders should not go up with that leg. Maybe mine did. I don't know. I'm trying to squeeze that lemon with that top armpit. Make some lemonade. And you don't have to do the lift if that bothers your hip or your back. One more. Now I'm going to grab onto that ball. Whoop. And I'm going to take my top knee and rest it on that ball. Make sure you got your hips stacked. This bottom straight leg is going to come up and down. Now I'm resting my top leg. If your wrist is getting cranky, lay all the way down. Same thing as my leg lifts up, I'm pushing my hand into the mat. Lift and lower. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Inner thigh right here is working. 2. Now hold this one up in little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. An inch higher. Woo! Now pulse. Relax the neck. Relax the shoulders. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll sit up. Give me a little mermaid position. Ball out here. Keep the hips down. We'll just lovely side stretch. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And bring it back in. Okay, other side. Ball between the feet / ankles. Everything is stacked. Shoulders, hips. Bottom rib cage is nice and light. You can have your head propped up or you can lay down on it, but make sure you're stacked here. And here we go. We're going to lift up for 2, down for 2, up for 2. Shoulders are relaxed. Belly's pulling in. How are we doing? Shh. We exhale. We inhale. Are you pressing your hand gently down into the mat as you lift your legs up? Up for 2, down for 2, up for 2, down for 2. lift, lower. Squeeze the bum. Everything on this side of your body is lifting. 2 more. Lengthen everything. Now hold this one up. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now take the legs forward. Lower them down. My top kneecap rotated from my hip. I slide the ball in. Lengthen. Squeeze the butt. Pull the belly in. Also feel the back of that leg working to pull that ball in, just like we mentioned at the beginning of class, rolling that ball. So we're going to add on. We're going to roll the ball in. We'll lift up. Lower and lengthen. Belly. Lift. All the way out. Pull it in. Lift. How's your lift going? Is it going? Lift. Give me 2 more here. And 1 more. Then we're going to bring that ball in. You're going to grab onto it. Take your top knee, bend it, and rest it right on that ball. Hips are still stacked. We're going to take that straight back leg up and down. If your wrist is getting cranky, lay all the way down. You are lifting from the inner thigh and the belly. So I hope you can create that work so you feel that. I'm exhaling as I lift up. Make sure the core is part of the team here. And lift. I'm still pushing my opposite hand towards the mat. And lift. And lift. Let's hold this one up. Reach the toes long and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you feel anything? 6, 7. Pause. Now lift it an inch higher and pulse it from here. Woo! 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. We'll bring it up into that mermaid. Take the ball into this hand. Now stay long on both sides. And we stretch it over. Anchor that hip. And bring it up. Okay, face the center. Put the ball between the ankles. Walk your feet a little further out. Stay with me, stay with me. You're almost there. Weights are optional. We're going to do teaser prep. Yay. So I'm not collapsed. I am here. Ball is tight. Shoulders are down. I'm going to exhale on the way down. You choose if your head goes all the way down or not. Now nod the chin to your chest. Find that lower back. Inhale on the way up. Pause. Exhale. So my arms should be in the same diagonal as my legs. Squeeze the ball on the way down. Nod the chin to your chest. Slowly bring it up. Squeeze that ball. Lower it down. Straight legs if you want teaser ones. Eyes to belly. Float the legs up. Arms with the legs. Take it back down. Chin to chest. Find the lower back. Float. It's so easy to cheat on these. And bring it down. Don't use your hips to lift. Don't use your hips as much. Make it about the what? The belly, the core. Shh. 1 more. Hold it up. Hold it up. Now we're going to sit up. Release your weights. Come back onto your forearms. Draw the knees in for hip circles. Now I don't want to see anyone's shoulders rolled forward. Open up the chest. Squeeze the booty to lengthen these legs out. Now go towards the screen. Down, around, one. Reverse. Legs are as straight as you can get them. Towards the screen, squeeze your bum, lift up. Away from the screen, lift up. Move from your belly. Use your breath. You choose how big your circles are. Give me one more. Lower the legs, press straight up, and reach forward. Head is heavy. Grab onto whatever you can reach and try to push the back of those knees down towards the floor. Roll that ball further out as far as you can go. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Grab onto your ball, bring it parallel to the floor. Press into that ball, scoop your belly back so your lower back is up against an imaginary wall. Stack your spine for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rotate towards me. Inhale. Exhale, center. Rotate away. Don't move your feet. Don't move your legs. Exhale. Flex more forward, please. Inhale, I'm going to spiral taller. Exhale, center. Inhale, spiral even taller. And stay tall as you come back around. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now do me a favor. Twist one more time towards me. Now the arm that's furthest from your screen, put it down right next to the outer thigh. Roll it forward as your other arm goes back. Bring it back in. Arms are straight. Pick up the ball. Rotate the other side. Put the ball down. The hand closest to your leg goes on top of the ball. Roll it out. Look at your back hand. Get both butt cheeks pushing down. Bring it back up. Arms are straight. Lift up. Twist to me. Ball goes down. Hand closest to the leg. Rolls it out. You look back. Bring it back in. Other side. Ball goes down. Roll it out. Look at your back hand. Yes. Bring it back up. And release. Wasn't that fun? Sure was. Okay, you're not done. Turn and face me. And we're going to do another mermaid stretch. We're going to do both directions this time. So we're going to come out to a T. I'm going to put my ball down. I'm going to reach. Come back up to this T. Hook onto your back shin. Anchor your hips. Stretch over. Hold here. Ball down. Lengthen. Keep that hip pushing down. Squeeze lemons in those armpits. Grab on. Okay, swing those legs around. Whoop. Here's my mermaid. Ball in the other hand. Mirror me. Hand down. Reach. Bring it up. Hook and stretch. Ball down. Let's inhale on the over. Exhale. Hook. Inhale. And exhale. Bring it down and bring both legs in a cross-legged position if you can. I'm just going to roll this ball out. Feel the tail going in the opposite direction. Bring it in. I'm going to roll that ball towards one side. Keep the tail heavy. Roll it back in. I'm going to roll it to the other side. Keep the tail heavy. Bring it back in. And you have made it. Stronger you today. Okay.